Okay, we are live, so we are live now on StreamYard. So good evening, Coach Naluta. How
Good
are we
evening,
doing?
Lisa.
Yeah, you know, I'm so happy, to have you here. So today, I really would like, to discuss with you something interesting. We want you to discuss about freedom. Yeah, as you know, people always talk about these things: freedom, 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 freedom. I think, yeah. When people talk about freedom, what came in your mind? What do you think?
Now you can hear me?
Now you
Yeah.
can hear me? Yeah. Yes, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you can mute
So
your
you can mute your
microphones.
microphone. Yeah.
I'm not
I'm
finding your post on. Just now I can find. First of all, I want to see what you wrote there, and after I will answer. And I'm happy for being here with you. This always is a pleasure to see you because you are my partner. Okay, in this amazing journey, on Web Talk. And yeah, just a minute. When you hear the word freedom, what is freedom? I'm just reading your post, okay? All right. Just a minute to share your post, okay, Risa? And after we will discuss. Okay. Okay, now it's great. So what comes into my mind when I hear about freedom? Well, it's amazing. I mean, I can do whatever I like. I can be myself. When I hear about freedom, is actually to be who I am. To not be a fake person, to not have any kind of mask. To can talk whatever comes into my mind. But of course, to not harm anyone. To not hurt anyone. And it's important, to have freedom in your life, to have freedom in marriage if you're married, to have freedom everywhere. It's just amazing. And you are yourself when you have freedom. Yeah. To be you. Go be you always. How, teacher team likes to say. And believe me, Risa, I'm myself 100%. And I'm not okay, because many people are saying, you are not yourself, but I am myself. I'm not Neluta who maybe read some books, or Neluta who, grow in an environment or something like that. No, I'm myself. I was before another person, but now I'm just me. And because I have freedom, I'm myself. I am who I am. Yeah, Lisa. Thank you.
So what is the limit of freedom, and what do you think is much freedom can affect on a relationship, and if so, can you tell us the 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 over freedom that you think some people are give, and it can affect on their relation between, yeah, even even in your family, even between you and your son, or between you and your husband or your boyfriend or your family parents. Yeah, because I believe that there is over freedom can cause a, yeah, can affect some problems in the family, and there is also the limit on freedom. So can you describe those things for us?
No, I do not agree. I do not agree because look, if we are talking about children, yeah, somehow you're right, but we need to respect our children, and if they want something, we need to, to try to achieve the things what they want if we can. And if we cannot achieve the things what they want, we need to tell them, in a kindly way, that these things is not possible for the moment. And to try to teach our children how to achieve that things, but doesn't mean that we need to stop them to do something. And if we want them to stop from something, we need to explain them why and what can happen in this situation, not just to say no, you don't have the right to do. It's easy to say you don't have the right to do, but the child doesn't understand why you are saying like that. So you need to have a reason, you need to come with some example, and in a marriage, I don't think so. I don't think so. You have over freedom. I mean, you can have just freedom, not over freedom. I mean, freedom is just freedom as love. We cannot say that we have extra love or no, it's just love, So like that is also with freedom. You have freedom in marriage. I mean, I want you to can tell everything to your husband. You can tell everything to your wife and to your boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever, because the person who loves you will be with you, And I don't know, even if I fall in love with someone, and if I have this freedom, I can tell to my husband, I fell in love with someone. And if he loves me, he will understand, and we will try to fix the problem. Why I fell in love with another person? Why? That means something happened in that relation, between me and he. Something didn't work. So we need to go back and to fix the problems. Because maybe I don't love that person. Maybe I just like, These are the things.
So okay, yeah, great point, because you said now, if you fall in love, if you fall in love with someone, you should tell to your husband, yeah, I fall in love with someone. Do you think this
Yeah,
is
I'm telling him.
over
Yeah.
freedom
Yeah,
or
I'm
not?
telling him. Yeah.
Do you think this is over freedom?
It's not. No, it's not over freedom. As I said before, freedom is just freedom. You cannot say over freedom. As you look, when you say I'm sleeping, you can say I'm oversleeping. No, you just sleep, okay? Or you just eat. Yeah, it's possible sometimes to overeat because you are too much hungry. But food is just food, So over freedom. No, I do not believe in these things in over freedom. Because I told you, if my husband accepts what I'm doing, I accept also what he's doing. And we don't have any problem in this situation. Because I know he trusts me, I trust him, and that's all. Nothing else. You understand what I mean?
Yes, I understand what you mean, but to come to somebody, to come to your husband, and to sit and to look on his eyes and to tell him I fall in love with someone. This point, I think it's over freedom, because when somebody give you freedom, I think there is a limit that we have to understand each other. There is there is a line that we should not to pass, because there's a limit. I know I give you freedom to go out to do what you think, but I think when we reach in this point, this is it's become as over. It's the same as with your child. Okay, my son.
No, wait a
No, wait
minute,
a minute,
Lisa.
okay.
No, it's not like that. A child is a child, okay? That child doesn't have 18 years old. He's a child, so you need to educate your child. But when we are talking about relationship, what's that over freedom? Come on. And when you love that person, you cannot cheat, okay? So if I love my husband so much, I will never ever cheat him or he. Or if you love your girlfriend or something like that, you cannot cheat her because something from your heart doesn't let you to do these things. So when you have freedom, it's just freedom, it's not over freedom. Okay, we can say over freedom when you don't love that person, okay? And then you really don't care. You do whatever you like. You sleep with who you want. You go to whenever you like. But as I said, freedom is just freedom. So yeah, I can look inside, into the eyes of my husband and tell him, yes, I fall in love with another person, and if he loves me, he will understand me. But I'm sure if I fall in love with another person, that's mean there was a problem between us, because you cannot fall in love with another person when you love already, because the place is not empty. So in this situation, you can have freedom and over freedom, because you will not cheat. And yeah, this is my opinion. So let's not think that my husband is my child. No. Or I'm his daughter. No. It's another thing.
And what do you think when you told him that point? In your opinion, what do you think will come in his mind? He will maybe that person will think this is maybe is not respect. Maybe, yeah, some people have these things, so to our viewers, if you think a woman can come and tell to her husband, I fall in love with somebody, do you think this is respect, or just because her husband give her the freedom, to do anything, and to tell us exactly the definition of freedom between people? Yeah, so let's come now back to the child. As we said, there is over freedom even on with the children. When I said there is over freedom, absolutely, your son or your daughter, you can let her to go out, but the over freedom is when he can go out anytime he wants, and to do anything he wants, but there is a limit for the things. What's the things? If a daughter, okay, I want you, my daughter, yes, even you are going going out with somebody, let me just know who is that person, because we don't know what will happen in the future. Even your son, he go out, okay, there is a time, a limit time. Imagine we can say, from 8 you have to come home. After 8, no. After 8, if you stay after 8, this is over freedom for him, for the child, because he don't know. He don't know. But if you limit him, if you give him the time, limited time, I think that is you give him a freedom to go out. Yes, you go play with friends, you go out, because you want him to understand between two lives. But there is a limit. This is for the child. This is what for the child, we have exactly to know, exactly to give him a limit, because he don't know.
Well, to tell you something, I don't agree with you really, because depend how many years is your child. Maybe your child is 18 years old, or maybe your child is 15 years old. So I cannot have the same rules for a child who has 18 years old, not any 18 years old, who has 15 years old, and who is maybe 7 years old, as my son. So let's be honest, that the rules are not the same rules, okay? We are not talking the same language. But I remember very, very well when I was a child, and I didn't have this kind of freedom, many things I learned from my life, okay, to say like that. And I'm coming always with examples. So I knew very well when I need to go home. I knew very well what I should do, but I didn't like someone to give me orders, Actually, I didn't like my mom or my father to give me orders, to be clear, these things. So think, if Nerusa didn't like someone to give her order, what do you think now in the present? I've never liked someone to give me order what I should do or what I don't should to do, because I will do the things what they don't like to do, you know. So I remember very well when I had this kind of stories, you know, with my parents, and they actually gave me, you know, a limit of time, and I didn't like these things, and I do not agree. We should talk in another way with our children, not like, okay, I'm your father, I'm your dictator, or I don't know, police officer or something like. No, I want you, you know, me as a mom, I want to be the friend of my son. Okay, so we can manage the things, we can have another kind of discussion. So yeah, he can have limits also, and he has limits also. But as I said, we need to be friends and to talk like a friend with each other, okay? And to tell him why and how. And but this all comes from us, okay? We need to be the example for our children, okay? Not just to give orders, because they will not. They will not do the things what we like. They will do just, you know, to keep quiet, but after a while they will lie us, they will cheat on us. So what kind of freedom is that? What kind of limits are these when you are lied by your child? So we need to think little how we give this order and these limits of time, you know, not just, okay, David, you need to stay outside, or when it's 11 o'clock you need to be home. The child will come home, but will come angry, frustrated, maybe not even will want to eat, or will scream to you. Not like that. We need to have the conversation in another way. Yeah, this is my opinion.
So you think in this point when when the person uh, give you this order in this time, do you think that person want good thing for you, or he just doing he or what came in your mind? You think this is like dictators? Because I think
Yeah, exactly.
when the person give you you know
Yeah, exactly.
time, yeah, okay, yeah, I think when your mother tell you that time, hey, Neluta, please don't, I don't want you, you know, to come late. Why? I want you to come this time. So I believe that she wants good way for you. She said that because she wants something good for you. But when that time you are a teenager. So for you she make you as a dictator. But when you grow up, what did you
Risa,
realize
you know,
in this
Risa, tell
situation?
you, it's important how you tell your child, okay? The way how you talk with your child is very important. So if I feel someone come to gives me order, you should do like that. You need to be here. If you're not here, these things will be happen. No, I will never respect that person, because that person doesn't respect me. You know how? Doesn't respect how that person is talking to me. But if the person changed the way how he or she is talking, yes, probably I will respect. Probably I will do the things if I agree. But as I said, that person needs to know how to connect with me. Doesn't matter who he or she is, you know? And to not forget, even if you have a child, that child is unique, okay? And it's not your doll or your marionette to do whatever you like with that child. That child has feelings, that child can be hurt. Yeah, is a little child, and that child needs a good education. And how that child can get good education? Just from you, from your mom, from your father. Your child will copy you. Simple. So what you are doing, the things what you are doing, the same things your child will do. So depend. That child can copy you as a mom or can copy the father. or can copy others person with who he's living. So yeah, I can
Okay,
say
so
just change the way of talking. Just change the way of talking, and in this way you also can give some kind of rules, but depend how you give them, the way how you talk, the way how you look to them, you know.
Good evening.
good evening.
How are you?
Okay, thank you for joining here. Okay, if you are watching on the YouTube, so you should close the YouTube because there is an echo. Close the YouTube. Yeah. So then yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's great.
yeah. And if you want to, yeah, if you want to, we are talking about freedom. So maybe as I can see you are one person who educate children. So you can tell us what did you the meaning exactly of freedom, and what is the limit of freedom? Is there is over freedom? So you can share with us.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
The freedom is a situation of being free. That means you can do something for free. Do you hear me?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So freedom is like you now. You can be free to do something you want. That is freedom. For instance, if you're a country is in freedom. They can have election. That is freedom. You can choose the person you need in election. That is freedom. Yeah.
And what about on family?
In a family, a freedom. Everyone have to have freedom. For instance, if you speak about the children, they have freedom. What kind of freedoms? You have to give the kids freedom. For instance, to get education. Once the kids wants to get something, you have to give them, or you have to give the kids that the freedom they want. For instance, they want maybe to go to swim. You have to give them the time to go to swim. That is a freedom. For instance, you find some other family, they don't give their kids to go to swim, or they don't give their kids to go to walk even in town. So that's not freedom. So it's better, every family must give their kids freedom. But there is a freedom, good freedom, but there is a bad freedom. Because, for example, you can't give the kids to watch TV if there is a time for studying, something like that. Sorry, my sound is not well because I'm sick. I have flu right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is okay. It is okay. We can hear you very well. Yeah. So you said for children, we can give them the freedom to do everything they want. But what do you think? Is there when parents, give a limit time and a limit freedom to their children? Do you think that is because of the good for the children, for the future for the children, or you can give us an example when you were a child, when your parent tell you, hey, Lloyd, you have to be at home, like from 9 p.m. you have to be at home. So do you think this is they did that because for your future, or they did that because they want to control you?
A good child must. Do you hear me?
Yes.
A good child must obey the parents. For example, if your parents tell you that you have to go out, go and play there. After maybe after 30 minutes or 2 hours, you have to come back home. But if you go there, you come at midnight or you come at evening time. If the parent doesn't like that situation, that you misobey. That is not freedom now. You can't give a kids that much freedom like that. First of all, kids, you have to teach kids first. You have to teach your children on this is bad, this is not good. Have you seen it? Because when you want to live with the kids, you have to give them freedom. For example, my kids, sometimes they ask me, Father, you want to go and play somewhere? You want to go and play there? They go and play. I have to tell them, you go and play. After 2 hours, you have to come back. If you want to come back, I will give I'll give a punishment. So that is my kids go and play there. Then after 2 hours, they have to come. That is freedom. But if you want to give the kids freedoms, sometimes it's not good, because even they want even the memory. They have to refresh their memory. They have to play with other kids to get new thing. Because if you keep your kids at home daily without even play, there's some other things you get in your brain. They can't be shaped when you're in their brain in a class. The same thing with playing. If you want to give the kids to play, that means even in class they won't be sharp. They won't be having a good. They won't be cooperating with other kids, because they will stay in class. They will keep quiet. If a teacher asks them some questions, they just look at the teacher just like that, as if there's a problem in the brain. That's because many parents, maybe they punish the kids at home, so they fear to just to do something else.
Okay, Neluta, what do you think when parents punish their children, as he said now?
I want to know first what kind of punishment he's talking about.
Okay, so the punishment that he's talking about, let me go back to him. So, Lloyd, can you tell us the punish that you are talking about?
Maybe the punishment I'm talking is to give them to they punish them to maybe by slap the kids, maybe uchapa ni tena uchapa they get a stick, so they punish the kids. Okay, that is the punishment I'm talking about.
I understand.
Okay, Neluta, so
It's very aggressive. I don't agree with these things. And here in Europe, if you slap someone or a child or something like that, you can get big problems. No, I do not agree with this kind of punishment, because can have many bad effect on your child after a while, and not only physical effect, but also mentally. So be careful what you are doing and what kind of punishment you give him. Not this kind of punishment. I mean, slapping or things like that. It's really not good. And I can tell you that child will never forget you if you do like that. Will never ever forget you. So maybe that child will listen to you in that time, but after probably you will be lied after a while. And that child will not come to tell you anything in the future, because he will be afraid Okay, if I will tell to my mom, if I will tell to my father what I did, they will beat me. They will hide things from you, and you will find these things from others. So I'm just asking you, will you be happy? I don't think so. So much better be friend with your child, with your children, and give them another kind of education, not punishment. Punishment is not a way of education, in my opinion. Kindly words, friendship, unconditional love. And to know always your child that when he will have a problem, you will be the first person with who he will want to talk, because he will not be afraid of you, because you will be his friend, not only father and mother. This is my opinion. But not punishment.
Okay, that's great. So, Lloyd, okay, now let's talk about freedom between a man and his wife. What exactly the freedom that we should give to our épouse, and what's the limit, and what is the over freedom?
The freedom you're talking about, the wife and the husband, uh, that is very tough, my friend. Risa, you're very funny. Very tough. Because if you're talking about the freedom of wife, my friend, if you want to have a hard life in forever, as to give a freedom a wife for completely. You know, there is freedom of give them to maybe to do something good thing in life. But if you give a wife free, you'll cry, my friend. Every day you'll be crying. Because I'm near where I'm living, there's a situation there's something happened. The man, gave her, he gave the wife freedom. So the wife go maybe in the morning. He came in the evening at midnight. So the husband ask her, why do you come at this time? You don't ask me. Don't ask me about that. You gave me the freedom to do something, anything that you told me. I'm from work. So at one day he found the wife with another man. So to give a wife freedom, it needs very 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 sensitivity to give a wife to freedom, my friend. I see Luta is laughing.
Okay, that's wonderful, because we have a woman with us here. She's married, so she will add something about what you see. Because if we see, okay, you don't want to give her freedom. So did you think you can control her?
Yeah, yeah. You can't if you give more freedom to a wife, you can't give you won't stop her again. It's better you give her the freedom maybe to do something else, good thing for life, but not completely freedom that you maybe people are saying like that. A good freedom, maybe you decide what I'm saying is maybe to discuss. Maybe you want to build a house. That is a freedom. Maybe there's some money that you have got. If she have got, maybe you discuss with her to do something. That is the freedom. But if you give a wife a freedom to do something else outside there, my friend, you will suffer consequently.
Okay, Neluta, I know you are
I would like
a
I
woman.
would like to ask your friend Loyal what kind of freedom he doesn't want to give to his wife. Give us some example, because like that I cannot understand maybe.
For instance, the freedom of doing maybe a work. You find the wife is she stay home, maybe she can't do anything. If you give them the freedom to do maybe something, maybe to do a work somewhere else, Maybe you have agree her maybe to come at 6 p.m. in the evening. You find there's some characters changing because of the work. Maybe she can get a man from outside. Maybe when she came back at home, she's starting have bad behavior. Maybe she can't even respect you. She talks too much. Sometimes even she not drunk. She starting having. She starts drinks. Yeah, she take beer there outside there. Maybe she can find a man there. So when she come back at home, no respect anymore. If you tell her maybe can you cook for me, even she can just look at you just like you are a mad person. You're a mad person. So there's some freedom is good. Sometimes it's not good. It's better for my side. It's good for my advice. It's good you keep the wife at home. Tell her just to stay home, no work. You give her the money. That's good. But to give a wife to go and work, my friend, very, very bad.
Okay, so if you do you think that if you keep your wife in home and if she's not working outside and if she's not going anywhere, she cannot cheat you? Do you think that because my own opinion is that she who want to cheat can find a way, even if she's home, even if she's working. I don't think so this is a way to to keep someone away from others people. I mean, well, depend on your culture, but as I said, I do not belong to any culture. I just belong to myself, and I'm neutral. But I think if you keep someone in home too much, that person will want to go away from you. As you put a bird in a cave, she will always want to go. She will always want to fly. So I just want to ask you, you will like to be in your wife's place? I mean, to stay in home always and she to go outside? If we change little the roles?
Let me give you a good example. A good example is if you stay together well, you respect each other. For example, because when you are together, there's something you have to discuss with. But sometimes the bad problem is when the wife start maybe work. There's some changes. There's some big changes you can see. For example, if she work maybe she work in the morning. Once she work in the morning, maybe she boil water for go to the bath. Starting changing. My husband, can you help me to boil maybe that water? Maybe can you help me to cook that tea? Starting that because of the work, my dear Neluta. But before she starting going to work, when she wake up, cooking very well, prepare everything for you. Even she can shine your shoes. But because of the work, I'm telling you, she work in the morning earlier. She work in the work. She left you outside, maybe sleeping. But before that, she does everything. She does everything. But because of the work, she work early in the morning. She move away. She can't prepare anything. But because what I'm telling you, when she stay home, at least now you know that maybe she stay home, she's doing something for home. But for a man can go to the to work. You know that my wife is what? She's at home. At least there the heart hits slowly, not like maybe she has gone there. She can meet maybe with the other man.
Yeah, I understand your point. It's funny, but if she find another work, it's not any kind of problem. You can help her to cook, you can help her to make cleaning in home. This is not any kind of problem. Who said that only the woman needs to make cleaning and food in home and men no? I think both of you needs to make cleaning and food in home. Yeah, not only the woman. Or what? Men doesn't have hands? Or what's the reason?
Okay, that's great. So, Lloyd, you said now a woman should just stay at home for that. So, do you think if if around the world, we can talk now around the world, do you think we and men can develop the world without women? If women don't work, stay just at home, do you think that can be great for our planet?
Let me answer the question for Neluta. Neluta, first, in our tribe, we are not allowed to go to kitchen. We are not allowed to touch anything in the kitchen. For us, you go, everything a woman cook, she brings in the table. You cook, you go in the shower, you do everything, but you are not allowed to go to the kitchen in our tribe here. Have you seen? So everything, maybe to wash the dishes, to do everything is what? A woman. Have you seen it? Maybe from your side, maybe a man allowed them to cook, and maybe to mop. Even here, we are not allowed to mop. Even if you find the house is very dirty, you just leave just like that. Because we are not allowed to do anything. For Risa, to develop the world is very easy. That's why the women went to Belgium. They want their rights. They went there, but in our culture here, we are not allowed to. Maybe nowadays women are working here. It's because of they want their rights. But you can develop a world with a woman or a man just like that. But because of the problem is when you give when you give the woman a chance to go, they will work, sure. But the development you are expecting to get from there is nothing. Because if you give a woman a chance to work, she can work every day. She can work very well. But the reaction now is quite different. Even you can give them the chance. Maybe you can, maybe a president. The woman can be a president, but there's some development they can achieve. But there's some other development she can't even achieve on that. That is it, Risa.
Okay, that's great. So you said that. So do you think a woman care more than men? What do you think about that?
So the women care more than a man. Much. Maybe for the children, they are good for the children. That's why if a woman left you or leave you in the house with children, my friend, you will suffer. Because this kid will need a food to prepare food. You want you because you are not, for us, we are not allowed to go to prepare food or to give the kids the food. You just watching them playing there. Maybe daddy, I'm hungry, so I need food. You just go and play them waiting for your mom. Have you seen? So I respect the women that very careful. They care of the family. They know how to prepare many things. The only thing, the problem here, my friend here, we are not allowed to do anything. Just watching them eating. That's all.
Okay, so I have a question, but who stopped you to not clean, to not cook? Who came to you and stopped you in home? Because I suppose no one come to watch you, or even if they watch you, what can they do? Because in the end, it's your wife. Or if she's sick, or if she cannot do these things, why you cannot do the? I don't understand. Really, I cannot understand these things. I mean, if I'm sick, if I cannot clean, if I cannot cook, so you are my husband and you are looking to me just like that? Who stop you to not help? I mean, you said we are not allowed, but who doesn't allow you? Because in the end, it's your family. It's just a question. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, I will add something that what Naluta said. You said there is men don't have to touch everything in the kitchen. Do you think when we help women in the family, uh, is that contribute to our development to grow our families and to develop either the country? Because if you said we don't, or only women have to do something at home, they don't have to work. You think that when your wife are working, she's contribute on your home development, or just she getting that for herself?
Okay, thank you very much. Naluta, if a man is sick here, if a man is sick, the woman or the wife must look for her sister, for her young sister, maybe the young sister or housemaid, or for you guys you say nanny, or helper. Here in our because in our tribe men cannot allow to do anything in our tribe. Not myself, I say in our tribe. Many tribes here, the men are allowed to cook and do anything. But in our tribe, you are not allowed to do anything at all. Maybe now there is a development going on. The development is going on. So we do it. We help the women. But before that, maybe in 1999, 1995, the men cannot touch anything. The men can. Right now, if you go in the village, there's no any, a man cannot assist you anything. Just bring food, you eat, just all. For the Risa to cooperate with a woman, it's much better. The development can take in place. For my side, I help my woman. I have anything I can do. But before in 1995, I cannot even touch anything because we were not allowed to do something like that. Because to help a woman is much better. Because even you can stay with a woman for maybe in 1985, you can't even sit with a woman to make a conversation of maybe deciding to do something. In 1995, I'm talking about 1995. But nowadays in 2020, you can do something. You can sit with a woman discussing what can you do now. We can build a house. You can do something else. We can maybe greens the kids. You know, in other times before there, you cannot even discuss how many kids you can have in a society with a woman. You can have even 10, 11 kids or 15 kids with one woman, and you can even you can marry. Here we can, for instance, my grandpa have 15 women, 15. I'm telling you. My younger brothers has 3, 4, 6, something like that. So here is 2020 in 2001, 2001, 2004. There's quite a difference. Here you can possess even more than 6 or 10 or 11 wives. With maybe, for instance, my grandfather he has 52 children by his own. 52, one person.
Okay, just a minute, because I understand nothing. First of all, tell me, where are you from? To can understand you.
Tanzania.
From?
Tanzania.
Okay, so you're from Tanzania. But you talk about a trip. What kind of trip is this? Because I think it's the first time with who I'm talking, and that person is telling me that his father had 11 wives or something like that. Because from what I know, in Islam, it's allowed to have only 4 wives. But you come here and you tell us that actually your father had 11 actually. So how this possible?
15.
Yeah, well, 15, good. So how is possible to have 15 if in religion is allowed only 4, or maybe you're not Muslim? I don't know. Try to explain us, because it's really hard to understand.
When I grow up, we found our elders or our fathers. You can marry. For you, if I'm a Maasai. If you do, I don't know if you have never heard about Maasai tribe. I'm a Maasai. So in our tribe, even me now, if I want to marry, I can even have more 3 wives or 4 wives, 11, 12, even 20. The good, if you can have food. The only thing you have food and the cows. For us, if you have cows and food, you can possess even more than even 20. Because in my area where I'm living, there is a father around there. He has 30 wives. 30. You know, 30 is 30. 30 wives. Have you seen? 30 wives, my friend.
Incredible. Here in Europe, people are saying that it's so hard with one. But think at you. You have lots of mama mia. I can't even imagine, to be honest. I don't know.
Yeah, so you see these things. Why you see a why we want today we talk about these things, because we want people to understand that, like, the life that people in Africa are living, this is they have to change it, because not just to marry, or to marry just for food. You understand? That's why we said we talking today about freedom, and that's a great thing that you join us, because even Nailuta, she don't know where are you from, so she know about your culture. You are from Tanzania, and in the earlier age in your country, people can marry 30 wives, but now I believe that your son can do that, and I believe that his son, he will maybe we will live without married, and I believe that your son, his son, his grandchildren, they will allow their wives to work. Why? Because they want to develop. So that's why we said freedom for women, not because if you can't tell her, yeah, so go to work, because you now many people think when you give your wife freedom to go to do her own business, and to go out the time she want, to come home the time she want. So just you want to ask her, hey, where did you why did you come this time? What did you wear? Where were you? So this is dictator. This is not freedom, because freedom means what? We have to sit down. We have to understand each other. We have to understand each other to allow you to tell me what you think, and I can tell you also what I think. So between our two ideas, so we can understand with each other. Not means if I am your husband, so I go out and or my phone ring, you should understand, oh, who calling you, why you're doing this, or no, this when imagine you, when I get some calls, if I am married and there's some calls that I don't want to pick, and there's some words I don't want to talk beside my wife, even I have freedom. This means respect, because freedom related also to respect. When you respect your wife or your girlfriend, or you respect your children, there is some words that you should not talk behind when they are with you. So what you share with us right now are an amazing, because it is culture, and I believe that now it's not exist in your country today. So
Well,
for
we don't
people
know
that
these
you
things. We need to ask him. So, how many wives do you have, Mr. Loy?
It's a funny question. Me, I have only one. She's here around just hearing me what I'm talking about.
You
I
see,
have
things
only
have
one
changed.
because of
Enough.
have changed. I have only one.
That's great. God bless her and take care of her, but give her freedom too, if she need. It's really amazing to to talk to people and to know another culture, to not judge them, just to understand them, how they are living. And it's normal for me to be little, let's say, strange, because I'm not from your place. I'm not from Tanzania. I'm not living there. So for me, strange. As for you, maybe strange, my culture from Europe. Even if I say I do not belong to any culture, because this is the truth, I do not belong. I don't like cultures in general. But it's amazing to learn about cultures. It's amazing because when you learn about culture, you learn about people. You know how to understand them. You know how to talk to them. And this is the beauty, you know. I don't know, Risa, are you here? Probably. Ah, yeah. He has some problem with his connections. He will come back. I'm sure of these things. So it's amazing what you told me before. I need to hear all this stuff because I told you it was for the first time when I hear someone telling me that his father had 15 wives. And tell me, there didn't was any fight between them?
Here in our culture, my friend in Lita, they love each other. If she like maybe salt, she say, "Well, I don't have salt." She help each other. The good thing, they love each other, because once before you take the wife, you have to tell the older one that I'm going to take a small wife. Do you agree? Or say, no, 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 bring her, no problem. She cooperates
Really?
with everything, everything she cooperate with. They do everything in the society. For instance, for the farmer, they go, they dig together, they watch for they watch cattle, look for the cattle together. Because here mostly they were in agriculture system, livestock keeping. If you know about livestock keeping, when livestock keeping, so they love each other. I've never seen any conflict. With they don't fight. They love each other. That's why if that's why you find a man can increase even 30 or 40.
I understand. I understand. Well, it's incredible. I don't know. I think you don't have connection. Are you here? Yeah, I think Risa and Mr. Roy doesn't have connection anymore. They have some problems. I hope Risa will come back because he needs to end his live stream because I cannot end alone. He's the host, so I hope he will come back. Yeah, just a minute to see if I have some comments here because it seems to be alone. All right, let's go to Risa. Guys, it's really incredible, to learn about this culture, with many wives. Yeah, it's the first time when I'm hearing these things. I mean, I hear these things also before from documentary, from movies maybe, but to talk to someone like that in real life, I have never, and it's really strange, but amazing. So, Risa, I hope you can come back to end your live stream because I'm not the host. Yeah, but until I will stay here a few minutes, probably he will come. So it was an amazing live stream today, really. And it's so amazing to learn about another culture. Really, so amazing. How you can understand people if you don't know their culture, you know? This is the question. Look, I was asking before this man if the women are not fighting, you know, between each other, and he said no, they love each other, you know. So what for me is strange, for them is normal. You see, for that we cannot judge people. We don't have this right to judge because we are not living in their lives, you know. It's incredible. Wow, let's see if Risa has any comments here to can read. Maybe he will come back because it's his live stream, not mine. So Vincenzo, he said great. Atul, he said good night. Good night, Atul. I don't know if I have some comments to my, but it's okay. Wow, it's amazing. And let's now to discuss a little about freedom. What I think is freedom for me. To have freedom is everything. To can talk freely. I mean freedom of speech. To can wear the things which you like. To can walk where you like. To talk with who you like and with who you want. To can have a job which you like. This is freedom. Do not be afraid to tell what you feel. Freedom is everything, as I said before. And I'm sure if you put someone in a cave, that person will not like that is like a, you know, a bird which you put in a cave and she will want always to fly. So just give freedom to them, you know. It's much better. This is my opinion. Yeah. Risa, where are you, Risa? Okay, I don't know. Well, until Risa is coming, I just want to tell you something about WebTalk, which probably I didn't told you. You know, I saw so many people sharing a lot of stuff, you know, in WebTalk. And my opinion is that when you share something, try to write also a title there before sharing. And also try to engage with people, not only to share the things. I mean, what does it mean to, you know, to engage? That's mean to like the comments, to comment there, to like the post also, to try to connect with them. How you can connect with people if you're not talking to them, you know? So when you see a post, try to read that post to see if you like and to comment what you like there. So many times I'm writing, you know, in the comments beautiful because I really like, or maybe because I consider it's beautiful that post. But try to engage if you want others people to engage with you too. Yeah, always people expect, you know, someone to comment to their post, but they are not commenting to others people. So how you want to make connection with people? You know, to connect with them, you need to talk to them. So how you can talk to them? In the comments. Simple. Make relation with them. Friendship, I mean. This kind of relation, okay? And it will be great. And also what I saw lots of times in Web Talk, lots of posts, you know, non-stop posting. Try to create your own things, okay? Maybe you like to talk a lot, as I do. So you can create videos where to, I don't know, to do the things what you like. Maybe you like to talk about personal development, how I like, or maybe you like to, I don't know what you like to do. But anyway, do something, create something. What is your? It's much better like that, and people will appreciate much better than to share things from the internet, taken from the internet. This is my opinion. But now you are free to do how you like. And what else I wanted to tell about Web Talk? In general, I have a Zoom meeting where I talk about Web Talk Thursday at 3 p.m. France time. As I said, I have a Thursday at 3 p.m. Okay, France time, and there I can answer to your question, whatever you have about Web Talk. But as I said, it's important to create your own things. Maybe you like to write, so write there something about life, or maybe about love, or maybe about your experience with something, just to be your own, content. And when you share, write a text there, a title, and engage with people. Be friend with them. How you want to grow your Web Talk? If you don't engage with people, if you just like, I saw many times people are just liking. What is that? What's that? We need to engage, not only to like. I don't know what happened with Risa, because before I was in live and now it's okay, I'm back. So as I said, engage with them. Okay, also for me, it's not hard just to press like, but it's another things when you like and when you comment. Yeah, it's another things, believe me. But now, I hope Risa will come to stop his live stream from YouTube, because it's not mine. Risa, are you here? You let me talk alone.
So Lloyd is gone. Yeah, sorry for the power's cut here, so that's what happened to me. That's why my computer is off. Things are
It's
going
okay.
wrong.
I handled the situation. Meluka, she's talking alone always. So I had
that's
something.
amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, so that was it was 1 hour. Now we was talking about the freedom. So I don't know if you want we continue to talk, or you want we stop it here. I don't know.
I just want to tell you the conclusion, because I think 1 hour is more than enough for a live stream. I don't want people to get bored. So what I can tell you from this evening, I can say it was a wonderful evening. Why? Because I learned about a new culture, which is new for me. I heard about these things from documentary, because I'm watching lots of movies like that. But in real life, I have never talked with anyone, from this trip, to say like that. And it's wonderful because I learned something. And you know what I learned, Risa? What for me is strange, for them is normal. For that, we don't have the right to judge anyone, but never ever, because we are not living in their lives. For me, it's strange, to have 15 wives. And I asked him if the wives are not fighting, with each other. And he said, no, they are loving each other. And as I said, which things for me are strange, for them are normal. And what is normal for me, for them are strange. For that, we cannot judge people. We don't have this right to judge people, because they have own life, they have own traditions. And this is the beauty of life, to meet people, to meet new people, to be friend with them, and to know their culture. When you know their culture, you know how to talk to them, you know how to connect with them. And this is the beauty. What do you think? even if they have another different beliefs, different way of living, doesn't matter for me. We are all humans. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Even me, I'm so glad, to hear that from him. And yeah, for me, I hear it in Africa. It exists before, not now, before, in the earlier age. Yeah, it existed in Africa. So that is why, I agree with you in this point. You don't have to judge anybody, and those people who living this, they have their own opinion, they have their own vision. So they don't, yeah, maybe in their vision, what they came here in this life just, to survive, to survive. Yeah, to eat. You have something you eat, to cook, to eat today, and tomorrow you wake up. That's just simple. Yeah. So but with talking with other people, so that's why freedom is very good. Because when you let your child go out, and he will talk with Lloyd, his son. Lloyd, his son, will tell him, my grandfather, he was married 30 women. He will be what? Be surprised about it. What? 30 women? Where the first thing he will ask him, where they live. Did you have 30 house? You understand? Did you have 30 house? And how the second question is what? How did you manage all of these women? Yeah. So, and how much money have your grandfather?
You know what I can say? I can say my husband hear what I talked before about 30 wives, and I think he want also 30. Look what you did, Risa, today.
And the Risa want half woman.
It's really funny. It's really funny.
Yeah, amazing.
Funny in a way and beautiful in another way. you know. This is the beauty, to know how to connect with people from different religion, from different cultures. And as you can see, I'm happy, really sad today. Really happy. I learn new things.
Absolutely, that's amazing. That's amazing, to know about other countries. So that's why we said, traveling. When you travel, what you learn from people, it's different than what you learn on the books. Yeah. So from people, you learn things that even your parents they don't teach you. Your teacher never teach you. So the good education is to listen to other people, to learn from them. That's a good education. Because what he said now, you can't find it on the book. Even you read 30, 100 books, you can't find it. Yeah, that's amazing. So thank you for your time. I hope next time also we will find somebody. Also, maybe we can learn more about other people's culture, and you see, that's amazing.
Yeah, thank you so much, Risa. Thanks to all of you web talkers and YouTubers or whatever, from whenever you are, whatever. I don't know. You see, not even I know how to talk now because I'm too much, excited from the things which I hear, in this evening. So I just want to say thank you so much to all of you who watched this live stream. And I'm sure we will come back soon with lots of beautiful, subject and discussion, and with beautiful people around the world and beautiful cultures. Because I'm sure everywhere we can find beautiful people and beautiful things. I like to see beautiful things in everyone and in everything, to find the light everywhere and to let there hope. God bless you all. Good evening.